ladies, welcome to my channel. My name is Heather Anderson of So Heather, and I get this video request a ton. Like, Heather, how do you do your makeup? Like, what are your beauty secrets? So in today's video, I'm sharing 10 beauty hacks for women over 40, but really these tips and tricks will work for women of all ages. If you just want to look like a more youthful version of yourself, this video is for you. I've been using these tips and tricks for many, many years. I am 47 years old, and I feel like every single one of them definitely helps me look like a more youthful version of myself. Now, please listen to this entire video because because one of the tips in the middle of the video, I'm going to actually share a makeup tutorial in just a second, so hang tight. But the concealer tip is a new tip I have learned, and it is life-changing, so definitely get excited for that tip. Now, if this sounds good to you, if you would please hit that little subscribe button, I would truly appreciate it. I do publish 2 new videos every single week. Okay, I'm going to start the makeup tutorial. And also, while I do my makeup for you guys, I'm going to be sharing some amazing beauty hacks that I've been using for probably, 10 plus years. I am 47, so I feel like these beauty hacks definitely help me to look like a younger version of myself. So, tip number 1 would be use a moisturizer with an SPF in it, which I have already applied this. This is by Eyelashes. It actually has collagen, and it has an SPF of 30 as well. So it is very creamy. It goes on beautifully. It leaves your skin feeling very moisturized and supple, and just kind of gives you that beautiful sheen that I think is a great canvas for, putting foundation over this, which I will do in a moment. Okay, the next beauty hack that I think makes a world of difference is always using primer on your skin. So I have oily skin in the T-zone. So this not only helps my makeup stay on longer throughout the entire day, but it also minimizes my pores, just makes my skin look smoother and more youthful. This one that I have been using now for about 6 months is amazing. It's by Colleen Rothschild. It's called this Black Tourmaline Face Primer. And it is actually black, as you can see. And it just really sort of mattifies your face, again, minimizes your pores, and again, it's going to help your makeup stay on longer. Okay, so the next tip would be to apply your eye makeup before your foundation. The reason is the eye makeup falls if you put it on after your foundation, and inevitably you have to end up wiping it off down here. That can add to dark circles. That can just create a lot of, irritation under your eye if you have to wipe that off. So that's why I always start with my eye makeup first. So first, what I do is I take this NARS concealer. This is my all-time favorite concealer. I use it under my eyes, but I also use it to cover up scars or blemishes of any kind. So I have a bad scar on my forehead from a car accident that I had when I was in my 20s. And then I always use the concealer for an eye primer as well. And then I'll just sort of rub this in. I will use my makeup blender, but at first I like to use my fingers, because if you use the makeup blender at first, it can actually end up taking off a lot of the makeup and it goes on to the blender. So I feel like the blender is good to use after you use your fingers. Now, my favorite trick in this entire video is a new way that I have learned to apply my concealer under my eyes. That is life-changing. It is my favorite tip, and that will be here in just a bit, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Now I'm going to apply this eyeshadow. So I have gotten a lot of requests to do a summer makeup video because I think that you definitely should have your makeup switched every season to kind of match the season, match the new beautiful colors that every season offers. So right now, I'm really loving this Dior palette. Beautiful, beautiful colors, as you can see. And since I have blue eyes, this sort of dark orangey reddy color mixed with this pink color is just a beautiful combination, because this orangey corally pink is exactly opposite the color wheel of blue eyes. So that's really going to make my blue eyes pop. So I've been wearing this color a lot lately, been getting a lot of compliments on it. So what I did is I just mixed the two, the darker and the lighter. Mostly the light though, because I don't want anything like too dark. And then I'm just gonna start and apply it to the lid and then apply it above my eye in a windshield wiper motion, just kind of going back and forth. And I'm going to bring it down. You always want to divide your eye into thirds. And so you want the darker colors on the outside of the eye over here. You want the lighter colors the medium colors in the middle, and then the lighter colors right here. I think the most important tip would be, really utilizing the lighter colors in the correct spot, which again is this inner portion, inner third part of the eye. So you always want to put the lighter colors here, here, and here, which I will show you that here in just a moment, because that's really going to lift the eye. It's going to brighten the eye. It's going to create a more youthful looking eye. So now I'm going to take this lighter color, like I just talked about, and I'm going to put it in the inner corners, and I'm going to bring it all the way up and underneath the arc of the brow. Again, this is really going to do a great job of lifting the eye and just creating a beautiful, beautiful shape, and almost like a natural facelift. Again, I'll do the inner corners, and then I'll take it underneath the brow bone there. This is a beautiful palette. I just love it. Now, if I were going out in the evening, I could dip this in here again and just really concentrate on the corners, making it slightly darker in the corners and bringing it up, because again, this is going to give me that lift. I do have deep set eyes, so I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. Again, I'm going to go back in here with the lighter color a little bit and just bring it under the eye and kind of blend it as well. It's always good to blend your eyeshadow. Don't be afraid of wearing eyeshadow. Just make sure it's always blended. Now, I love this palette by Real Her because it has my favorite light colors, these two light colors in it. They're really just fabulous. They're a little bit lighter than what I just put on, so they're going to do a really great job of really lifting the eye as well, which is going to also make us look younger. So anytime we can lift things on our face, it's definitely going to make us look more youthful, because as we age, everything just sort of seems to drop. In fact, I heard it explained like this: your skin on your face is like a tablecloth, and as you age, it just sort of starts to get looser and sort of, fall off or fall down. So you really want to lift everything up. Then I take this little baby brush here. It's really tiny. You can see it there. And I'm going to dip it in this really light color. And I'm going to put that here on the inner corners. And this is really going to make my eyes pop. I love this little trick. This is a really great trick that will really make your eyes pop, making you look more youthful. Okay, now another trick to make us look younger is to always use an eyelash curler. This makes the biggest difference in the world. I have long eyelashes, but my eyelashes are very straight. So if I curl them, it opens up my eyes, making them look bigger, making them look brighter, just opening them up, which is definitely going to make us look more youthful. And my favorite eyelash curler is this one here. I can't remember the brand, but I will be linking it down below in my description box, as well as everything that I'm using in this tutorial. So another great thing that you can do to the eye to make it look more youthful is to tight line the eye. I always do this. What this means is you're going to put black eyeliner or navy blue or brown, it certainly doesn't have to be black, underneath your eyelash line. So I kind of pull it up and I put it underneath the entire lash line. This is also going to make your lashes look longer. Again, it's going to brighten the eye. I know this is kind of a weird angle, but you get the picture. I also like to put my eyeliner in the corner, just a little bit in the corner. Now, if I were going out at night, I would probably put this eyeliner on the top here, but for purposes of this video, just like a summer, fresh, youthful makeup, I'm just going to tight line the underneath, and that's it. I'm not going to put any more eyeliner on. Also, as you noticed, I did not put any eyeliner underneath the eye. Now, probably what I will do is go back in with that beautiful light pink shade, and I'll put a little bit underneath my eye, just because I think whatever you do to the top of your eye, you should also do to the bottom of your eye. And if I mix a little bit of that dark orange coral color underneath my eye, it's really going to make my eyes pop as well. Okay, another tip that will help you look more youthful that I swear by is using an eyelash primer. I always use an eyelash primer because it helps your lashes look longer and fuller. It kind of gives you the look of the fake lashes, the false lashes, without actually having to get them. I did have false lashes at one point. I absolutely loved them. They were beautiful, but I stopped doing it because I was worried it was going to ruin my real lashes. And again, like I said, I have pretty long lashes naturally, so I just didn't think it was worth it, but I think they're absolutely beautiful. So kind of what I do to make it look like I have false lashes is I use this Chantecaille mascara that actually has growth serum in it, because as we age, our eyebrows and our eyelashes seem to thin and they don't grow as full or as thick anymore. So this really helps combat that, because again, this has growth serum in it. It is an amazing mascara. And yes, I do put mascara on the bottom. I know some people don't because they say that it can draw the eye down. And as that may be true, I think for me personally, I love wearing mascara on the bottom. I think it just kind of completes my eye. So, but if you certainly don't have to do that. But again, I kind of follow that rule because I don't put the eyeliner on the bottom. I always use at least 2 coats of mascara, and another little trick is I'll put 2 coats of mascara of this on, and then I take a different mascara and do a 3rd coat. And that really kind of makes the biggest difference. Kind of gives you a big, makes your lashes really stand out. It's going to give you that false lash look without having to wear false lashes. And I think the best mascara for that is by NARS. It's called the Climax Extreme. It's amazing. So I just do a 3rd coat of this on top of that Chantecaille, and I'm telling you, it is amazing. As you can see, look at the difference. Oh my gosh, look at that. So pretty. So love this mascara. It's one of my favorites. And again, I think it's really a great tip to use 2 different kinds of mascaras, 2 coats of the one with the lash lengthening serum, and then a 3rd coat of this one that's really going to lengthen and thicken your eyelashes. So I just think it's beautiful. I love this mascara, and again, I will be linking it down below. Okay, now another tip is going to be using a skin, like a BB cream versus a thick foundation, because something that can age us and make us look older is using that thick and cakey foundation. So one of my favorite BB creams is by Lune & Aster. It's called Skin Tint Real Glow Skin Tint. It is radiant, it's lightweight, but it does have a really great coverage. It's vegan, it has collagen in it, and it also has hyaluronic acid. Yes, I always have trouble saying that word in it. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. Again, I'm going to apply this with my finger, but then I will go over it with my beauty blender after I get it on. But I'm just going to do a really thin layer of this because, again, natural skin with just this light, dewy coverage is going to make us look more youthful. If you look at a girl who's in her 20s, her skin's glowing, her skin's youthful looking because it's moisturized, it's not cake, she doesn't have makeup on that's all cakey. So this is just going to do a great job of, yes, it's going to give you, some definite coverage, but it's not going to be too cakey. It's not going to be too much. And it's definitely going to give you that youthful glow. So I really love this skin tint, again, by Lune & Aster. It's just a beautiful shade. I will link the shade down below. It's kind of like a medium shade. I think I have a little bit of olive in my skin from my mom. Thanks, Mom, for that. But it's also pretty fair. So now I'm going to do the concealer trick. So I'm going to put a little more concealer on my scar because it just kind of bugs me and I really want a little bit more coverage there. So I'll do that. Okay, so here's where the trick comes in. So you're going to do your concealer on the inside of your eye. You're just going to dot it all the way around, okay? Same thing over here. And I always like to put just a little here, and a little here. And you can even put a little there. Again, I'm going to use my finger first and just tap it in, but I'll probably grab my beauty blender too. So the trick, the amazing life-changing concealer trick is coming up in just a moment. So now if you feel like you get too much on, you can grab your beauty blender because again, your beauty blender is going to pick up some of that excess concealer because again, you don't want anything to look cakey. So you just want to blend it in. And you kind of make that triangle underneath your eye. That's kind of how you do the concealer. Now, putting concealer on is another thing that will make us look more youthful, because anytime you put concealer underneath the eye, it's going to brighten up the eye, making it look more youthful, making it look lifted, and making it look bigger. Okay, so here's the tip. You take your setting spray and you spray it on your finger, okay? And then you just get the little, it's gonna be a little watery. You get the little water setting spray and you just tap it underneath your eyes, okay? Now, when it dries, and you're going to take it's going to take maybe a minute or so to dry. So I'm just going to let it dry. This is going to make your concealer, it's not stay on all day long. It's not going to crack or crease underneath your eye, which I literally hate. I do have trouble with that. Also, sometimes my mascara leaves black dots underneath my eye over my concealer when I do not put the setting spray over it. So this makes the world of difference. Now I can tell it's kind of dry. You actually will be able to tell when it's dry. The setting spray I used is by Urban Decay. I love this setting spray, so I will link that down below. Now I will take my favorite loose powder, which is Laura Mercier, and I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush. You don't want to take too much because, again, you don't want it to look cakey, because anything cakey is going to make us look more, older than we really are. So you just take that powder. You only put the powder in the T-zone and underneath your eyes. This is another great trick, beauty hack that will make us look younger. Okay, the next thing is to contour correctly. Definitely use bronzer first when you contour, and you're gonna do it in the shape of the 3. So this is my favorite bronzer. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. And you just wanna go underneath your cheekbone, slightly underneath your cheekbone. Here's where the 3 comes in. You do your forehead underneath the cheekbone and the jawline. I almost said bra line. Jawline. The jawline is going to really accentuate that jaw. It's going to give you this really beautiful chiseled look, more youthful look. So love wearing bronzer. As you can tell the difference from the cheeks here and here. This one looks a lot more lifted. You don't want to bring it too much forward. You want everything to really go back and up, because that's going to really lift the cheeks, lift your face, giving you that beautiful natural facelift. It's just a great beauty hack to only bring the concealer the bronzer underneath the cheekbone and really focus on this area right here towards the back of your face, because it's really just going to lift everything up, giving you that more youthful appearance. And again, really accentuating on the jawline. Now I always like to put a little bit on the sides of my nose. This is going to kind of slenderize your nose. That's a little fun trick too, but love this bronzer. It's a beautiful shade. It's not too orange. A lot of bronzers can look too orangey. This one is perfect. Okay, now the next beauty trick in order to look younger is not to forget to fill in your brows. So I swear by Tom Ford brow pencil. It's the color taupe. It's my favorite color for blondes. I love it. Our eyebrows definitely thin as we age, so you've got to fill them in. It really does make the world of difference. As you can see, I'm going to just fill in one, and then I'm going to let you see the difference. So I have had my eyebrows tattooed, and I do like that. I do hot yoga a couple times a week, so they have faded a little bit, but definitely recommend it. But as you can see, I lifted the eyebrow and I brought it down. That's also going to give you a more youthful appearance, because it's just really going to lift your eye. So look at the difference, this and this. Like, oh my gosh, it's a huge difference. It's probably one of the biggest things you can do to make yourself look younger. So I always love brushing the hair up before I apply the eyebrow pencil. Now I love the Tom Ford eyebrow pencil because it is angled. So it's very easy to apply. And again, I love this color for blondes, especially. It's called taupe, but they do offer, I think, like 5 or 6 different colors. So no matter what color you want, you should be able to find a really beautiful one by Tom Ford. Another thing that's great about this brow pencil is it comes with a refill. So this will literally last you at least like a year. So I think it is definitely, a good investment. It is a little expensive up front, but because it comes with a refill, it's worth it, because like I said, it lasts like a year or so. Okay, now blush. Let's talk about blush. Here is how you apply blush in order to look younger, in order to give yourself sort of that natural facelift. So we've all heard, at least I have, apples of the cheeks. Okay, no, do not apply your blush to the apples of your cheeks. Apply your blush underneath the cheekbone and up. So you want to just up here, not here, but up here. You want to apply that beautiful shade. This is called Orgasm by NARS. It's probably my all-time favorite blush color, but you just want to apply it underneath the cheekbone, kind of really where you applied your bronzer. You just kind of want to, and then you want to brush up. Again, everything, think everything up, think everything lifted. This is really going to give you that more youthful appearance because it's just going to lift everything up. Okay, so remember, avoid the apples of the cheeks, and you just want to apply the blush to this portion of your cheekbone and lift it up towards the temple. Now, the next tip would be to always use lip liner. This is going to make us look more youthful because it is going to eliminate the bleeding of the lipstick into the wrinkles around our mouths. My favorite lip liner as of lately, maybe like the last 4 months, this beautiful Dior lip liner. It stays on the best. Like every lip, I've tried tons of lip liners. This one goes on beautifully. It's very potent in color, and I love it. It's like a corally pink color. That's kind of my go-to lip shade in the spring and summertime. Again, I think you should definitely change up your colors during the different seasons. So in the fall and winter time, I'll go for more berry and plums, but in the spring and summer, I love to wear like corally pinks. And I kind of fill in. If you fill in the lip liner all the way almost, it will make your lips look bigger. And it's gonna make your lipstick stay on better. A question I get a ton from my friends is, Heather, how does your lipstick stay on like all day long? Well, one reason is you put the lip liner on. This will make a biggest difference. Then I apply a lipstick. This one is Tom Ford. It's a beautiful summery shade. It is called Spanish Pink, and I love it mixed with the darker lip liner. If you were to just wear Spanish Pink alone, for me, it would be too light. It would wash me out. And that is another tip, is to wear a medium lip shade. Do not wear a light nude lip shade because I think it washes you out. It also is going to make your teeth look whiter if you wear a medium lip shade. You don't want to go too dark. You don't want to go too light. If you go for a medium lip shade, your lips are going to look bigger and your teeth are going to look whiter, and that is going to make you look younger. Then I top it off with a lip stain. This one is called Call Me by NARS. It's a beautiful coral shade. Again, my favorite color to wear in the spring and summer. And the reason I don't put this on first and then the lipstick is because this is a little drying. So if I don't put lipstick underneath it, it gets a little drying. And I do not like dry lips. Dry lips will make you look older. Now, I have 2 more steps. The second to last step is applying lip gloss only to the center of your lips. I love this Tom Ford lip gloss. It's a beautiful, just a white, pearly white color. Just again, in the center of your lips. Wearing gloss will bring light onto your lips, making them look fuller, making them look more youthful. And if you only apply it to the center of the lips, then your lipstick will stay on better. That's the problem, is if you put gloss all over your lips, it's gonna your lipstick won't stay on as long. Okay, the final step is to apply the setting spray to your entire face. So again, I have this under my eyes, as you remember the concealer trick earlier. But this, if you just spray it on all over your face, it's gonna give you that beautiful dewy glow. It's going to help your makeup stay on longer. It's going to make you look more youthful because it's not going to give you that cakey look. Again, it's going to give you that beautiful, glowy, dewy look that we all want. Okay, I forgot to put on highlighter. That is something that will definitely help us to look more youthful. I like to just use my finger. So this is by Real Her. It's a beautiful, sort of like a champagne. But I like to put it on top of my cheekbones. And again, I just very lightly put it on with my finger. You can also use a little small brush. I like to put it here. I like to put it down the bridge of my nose. I like to put it in my Cupid's bow. And then I always love to put it just sort of in the center, in the center of the eyes right here. So Highlighter will definitely make you look younger, and this is a beautiful shade by Real Her. Okay, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it for all of you. I think that summer makeup and beauty hacks to look younger is definitely a subject that you guys have requested, so I'm always happy to, take your requests. I love your feedback. I love your comments. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, so thank you so much for watching today. Again, remember, everything that I'm talking about is linked down below in my description box. For more style information, you can head over to soheather.com, and also I'm So Heather blog on Instagram. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, and until next time, I will see you soon. Bye-bye.